Hi there, this is Zett Thompson, Colorado's Rockstar Realtor.
And I'm Tim Tchase with 719 Lending.
And today we're talking about what it takes to get pre-approved to buy a house.
And that's a fantastic question that we get a lot. What do I got to do? So that's really the first question. Where do I start? What do I do?
Well, really, where you're going to want to start is talking with a lender. Getting pre-approved really is the first step in the home buying process. So if you're working with a realtor, they will be able to point you in the right direction and get you with a lender that they have worked with, like, know, and trust.
Yep.
And on that note, many people also wondered, what does it cost to get pre-approved?
Well, that's a great question. So as a lender, we actually have expenses in getting you pre-approved, but the cool thing is you never pay us anything. So if you go to a lender and they say, hey, there's a $200 application fee, don't buy it. No, you should be able to get totally pre-approved at zero cost to yourself.
Wow. Okay, so what if they don't qualify? What if they don't get pre-approved?
That's a good question. That does happen sometimes, but here is the important thing. The lender that you work with, if you don't qualify, needs to provide you with a game plan. Meaning, maybe you can't buy a house today, but can you buy a house in 6 months? What exact credit steps do you need to take? What exactly do you need to do to get to that point? We call it the roadmap. And here, we love to give people the roadmap and help them achieve that dream of home ownership. But sometimes it's not immediate. But the cool thing is, if you have that knowledge, now you're able to move forward and take the right actions.
Absolutely. I think that's really important. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, and that, speaking of cost, I have to ask, what does it cost to work with a real estate agent? If I'm a first-time buyer, what does it cost? Now, I hear a lot of times it costs 3% to work with a real estate agent. So if I'm a first-time buyer, how much do I have to pay you to work with you?
Yeah, well, that's a great question, and that's also great news. My services are technically free to you. As a buyer and as your buyer's agent, my services are technically free because my commission is already worked into the sales price of the house. And so I don't get paid until you get keys to your new home.
Sweet.
Basically, that's
right on. So they don't pay me anything. They don't pay you anything.
Right.
They just go through and they find out if they can buy the house, and we move forward.
Yes. But speaking of costs, the burning question that we always seem to get is, how much money do I need? How much do I need for a down payment?
That is a good question. That depends on your situation. For a first-time buyer, normally what you should plan on is maybe 3% to 5% as a down payment, depending on the program that you go with. 3% for conventional, 3.5% for FHA. There's different programs out there. There's even some programs where you come in with less, but plan on 3 to 5% of the overall price of the house. So a $100,000 loan, that's $3,000 to $5,000 your down payment. That's where you need to start.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome news or awesome information. And one thing to keep in mind is a lot of times it's not as scary of a process or as difficult to get pre-approved. And also, like I said before, knowledge is power. Once you know where you sit, a great lender can give you a roadmap, whether you're ready now or whether it's 3 months down the line. They can give you the roadmap for success and set you up for success. So it's really important to set yourself up for success and really get the information and knowledge that will help you get there. So I want to thank Tim Tchase with 719 Lending. Speaking of great lenders, you can find his information in the links below. And then, he's really great. Find a local lender. I think it's also important to talk with a local lender. So
cool. Thanks for having me on your show, man.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks a lot.
Very much. All right. Again, this is Zett Thompson, Colorado's Rockstar Realtor. Thanks for joining us.